Hello YouTubers, Ready Set RC here again. Coming here to show you guys my Traxxas T-Maxx conversion from nitro to electric. This was one of my first nitro trucks, actually one of my first RCs back in the early 2000s. Loved it when it was a nitro, was able to take it out, all conditions, bash it around, have some snow fun with it. But then there just came a time when, you know, just the maintenance of the nitro just got a little too much. The fuel started to get very expensive, and it just got to the point where I wasn't using the truck as much. It was just laying around. I started getting more into electric at that point, and then I was buying up more electric cars. So, you know, it just sat around, and it hurt me because it was one of those RCs that I really had a lot of fun with, enjoyed it. Whenever I had friends around, I'd have them rip it around too, and they would enjoy playing around with it. And it hurt me just to sit there. So at some point, I decided to make this an electric T-Maxx. The model that it was is a 3.3, and it definitely lived up to the challenge. The 3.3 it was a wonderful motor. Easy push start. I didn't have to do anything in regards to glow plugs or anything like that. It was just a push start, put it down, make sure the glow start batteries are charged up, fire it up, go. As I moved on with the vehicle, it just became more maintenance heavy. And then, you know, where I live, it's really an area where it's heavily dense. So on top of it, you can't take this out everywhere. It's loud. You can't just take it out in front of your house or in your backyard and without neighbors saying, hey, what's that sound? And you're like, so what I want to do now is just give you guys an overview of what I've done to this truck, what I've converted this truck to, some of the parts that I use to convert it, and just kind of give you guys an overview of what I've done with my electric conversion. There's a lot of them out there that I've seen, a lot of sites I've seen with different conversions out there, different ways guys use to get the motor onto the car, onto the truck. But I want to show you guys what I did to convert this T-Maxx. So here we have the T-Maxx, and let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see exactly what we're working with here. All right, guys, so here we have the T-Maxx. Just want to kind of go over some of the things that I did with this truck and give homage to the people who I used parts by or used their ideas when I converted this truck over. So first and foremost, I just want to go over the suspension on this truck. So the suspension, as I said, the T-Maxx was very good to me. There are no brakes that I had on this truck prior to this other than the wheelie bar. And so I have the original arms, the original shock caps, the original shocks, the original drive shafts on this thing. Everything's the original because I didn't have any breakages. I mean, my thing is that if the vehicle doesn't break, there's no sense in doing these upgrades to it. So, you know, once again, once this thing breaks, because I am putting a lot more power with the electric, a lot more speed with the electric. So we'll see what happens. But for the most part, I've ran this with the electrical system in there. Still have not had any breaks, but we'll put it through its paces, and you guys will see some more videos of this thing, and we'll see. If I break some stuff on this truck, then we'll replace it. But for right now, we're going to keep it as is. So I just want to kind of go over some of the things that I've done. Definitely, I want to say about this motor mount that's here. The motor mount that's on here is from How To RC. Definitely great. I did my research on them. Also saw where there was other YouTubers out there using this mount. Ordered it up and mounted it in. It was perfect with the motor that I have in there. I'll talk about that in a sec. In regards to the transmission, what I did was I locked the two-speed transmission. All I did was fasten some screws, and to be quite honest, there's some sites out there, and if I can't remember correctly, one of the guys out there that I used, and also too for the battery trays, was 505 RC. He had some great ideas in regards to the battery trays, because the battery trays are just they're battery trays. As I said, I've ran this thing already in this setup, and I've had no issues with the battery trays coming out, flopping anywhere. They hold pretty tight. Next, in regards to the power system, in regards to the servo right now, I'm still using a 2070 servo. More than enough power to move these wheels. I actually had, before this, the Big Joe 2s on here, and it was more than enough power to move the Big Joe 2s. I've since slimmed these down to the Pro-Line Shockwave tires, the 3.8s. And even with these, we're going to see, because I haven't driven it with the 3.8s Shockwaves as of yet, but we're going to see what the Shockwaves do. But they're smaller, and so I don't expect much worse with these Pro-Line tires. In regards to the ESC, it's the Mamba Monster 1.86S ESC that's in here. Definitely worth the power. It pushes this 2000 kV motor that I have installed. I can't remember the pinion, but it was definitely a Castle Creation pinion. I can't remember how many tooths were on here, but I don't run into any issues in regards to heat. In regards to the receiver, previously, I know you guys remember this vehicle had an FM transmitter that was with it and an FM receiver that was with it. Long wire coming out of it, much longer than this one that's here. I've since changed it over to my Futaba 2.4 because that's the system that I run. No issues. As you guys are familiar with the Futabas are great. Excellent systems to use. I use that in most of my trucks. I use the Futabas, and I have no problems with them whatsoever. As for the body mounts, I've since changed these over to the Pro-Line body mounts. I just like the lockable screws on these monster trucks, and if I could, I'm probably going to try to change most of my monster trucks over to these lockable screws. They're excellent. I think the first time I used these was in my Slash, and since then I've taken them out of the Slash because I only require 2 for the buggy, and moved them over to the T-Maxx. I'm definitely thinking about using this on some of my other trucks. Excellent system, very easy, and the parts are it's much easier to lose clips than it is to use these screw down locks. In regards to throwing a 6S in here and really making it go crazy, I have vehicles that I can run 6S in, so it's not one of those things that I'm like, oh, I'm missing the 6S. I really would like the power. The 4S is more than enough for me to run on this truck. I just want to bring the truck up a little bit closer for you guys so you guys can see exactly what's been done in here, some of the changes that's been done with this truck, so you guys get a closer view of it. So I want to give you guys just a close-up of exactly what this truck looks like, just so you see what we're working with here. Get that back into focus. As I said, I didn't change the transmission. I'm missing a screw here. Oh. And give you guys a little bit close up. Zip tie only, didn't really need anything crazy. There is double stick Velcro on there, but I have it zip tied just in case. Don't want to lose that ESC. That 2000 kV motor, just so you get an idea of what the power is in there. And the suspension, which I have not changed out. As I said, no breakages on this truck, and therefore I don't see any sense in changing anything out. But just wanted to give you, as I said, wanted to give you guys a quick idea of what this truck is. I said I would give you a video of the T-Maxx, a slight review of my T-Maxx and what's been done in there. So I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I'm working with. You guys are going to see some running videos of this. I don't run this in the snow now since I've changed it over to electric, mainly because this is not a waterproof ESC. Yes, I know you can waterproof your ESCs. I'm going to keep it the way it is. But I just wanted to show you guys basically what this RC is before it gets to the point where I can't run this outside. I definitely will have some more running videos of it. Wonderful T-Maxx. It was great when it was a nitro. Even better when it's electric, because less cleaning up and less maintenance to do. If you guys have any questions, definitely hit me up. But I wanted to share this with you guys, and you guys see exactly what I'm working with in regards to my conversion of my T-Maxx. Once again, thanks guys for coming out and watching the video. This is Ready, Set, RC.